Hi and welcome to Sea Sparkle's Corner. Today we're making what I'm going to call a bow tie fighter salad. When I see the bow ties, they're so cute. They remind me of a show I watched with bow tie fighters. So I nicknamed them bow tie fighters instead of bow tie pasta. So that's been a little trivia. So we're going to put in this our radishes. Got 1 apple. Baby carrots. I gotta get my cutting thing too. And some whole mushrooms, whole celery, and I forget which cucumber. My mind went blank. And white onion. Now, what I'm attempting to get here is a variety of colors for this salad. Okay, and we're going to use my handy little cutting device too. So I'm going to pull off, I think two celeries should do it. 2 celeries, and we're going to put this right back in the fridge. Okay, one thing about my recipes is I like to do, and David just brought me my cute little cutting device that we're going to use. I like to use a lot of fresh vegetables in my family's diet. It's just something I've always done. And I look at it, you might think it costs a lot for the fresh vegetables, but when you think of that, when you're actually using your fresh vegetables, you're only actually using 1 or 2 pieces out of it. So you divide it up into several meals. It's not that costly. Now cut your celery down the middle, fold it over like this, and chop. And I'm using my favorite knife. For just a little bit of trivia, I used to watch a lot of Food Network, and my favorite chef used the same knife. As a matter of fact, he'd use 2 at a time and just chop away. And so I always loved his knife. And then 2 Christmases ago, my mom gave me actually something I wanted was this knife, and I just love it. It can't do everything because you need multiple knives for it. And I'm planning on doing a big old knife event with my son hosting, where he can tell you the purposes and good knives to get. Even a little guy like this, to get a variety of sizes in, I'm going to just chop down the middle. It's so cute. The tips of it is so cute. And I'm dicing them to many different sizes. Okay. Now, a little bit of a safety tip. When you're dicing, if the phone rings, do not jump. Do not turn away to look at the phone while you're chopping, and thus cut your finger off. Or cut it in half and end up in the emergency room. So this little talk on knife safety, always look down at what you're chopping. Keep your fingers away from the knife. And just
so you know,
keep chopping.
If you hold it like this, the knife blade won't be able to cut your finger.
Safety tip.
Yeah. You want to hold it kind of like this. In fact, she'll do it now. Put your nails into the downward instead.
I'm planning on doing a whole episode on knives, because one thing I have is an entire drawer of knives here, and a lot of knives use different purposes. So I want to do that. Okay, now I'm going to chop a mushroom. 2 mushrooms. Okay, these are whole mushrooms. Mushrooms come in different sizes. And those are just the ones I bought. We're gonna have an episode on portobellos one day. We're gonna do. Okay, I chopped the mushroom in half and then dice it. And I'm gonna take the 2 tails. The entire mushroom is edible. The stem and everything is edible. And for this salad,
for y'all to know, certain mushrooms, the stem is only edible, and certain mushrooms, only the top is edible. Just so y'all know.
this is the entire mushroom is edible.
That particular variety of mushroom.
Okay. Now, as you can see, we washed our vegetables from before. This apple is still wet. So when you're doing an apple, you know this.
What was that?
That was.
Oh, that's a little.
Yep. Okay. You have a stem in the middle, so I'm gonna take, slice down around the stem. A lot of times you don't think of apples as going into a salad, but in my case, I do. And we're gonna do other celery.
You might want to try that with it on its side. Like that, yeah, like that. There you got a flat surface to cut against.
Okay, we're gonna do other recipes with apples in it. I'm a big fruit person. You can ask my son. Feel free to email and ask. And I'm cutting this piece in thirds to get a different size. Okay. I had too much stuff on the plate, therefore it was making it hard for me to chop. Make sure you got a good working area. When you're chopping. This is going to be for dinner. Now, when you're getting the big piece like that, cut it in thirds. 3 chives sliced down the middle, so that way you have 4. Okay. Now let me get another one out. Another item out. I'm gonna just get a small one. This is a white onion. You know, you haven't seen me use white onions before, but Sable had a good sale on them where I shop at. So I grabbed it back. Okay. Tip and tail your ends with your onions. Okay.
Just so I know, hold on a second, let me get in here.
Peel off the outer skin of your onion. Like this, okay? Now you've got the nice inside. Okay, now the white onions are different from the other onions that we have. Their flavor is a little sweeter than the green onions. Cut down your onion in half like this. Okay, now you have a half. Now chop it down in thirds like this. Okay, and then chop down like this. Okay, and then we're putting them in the salad. Again, I'm chopping it down in thirds and then I'm dicing it. Be very careful again when your knife getting close to your fingers. Make sure you move your fingers away. Okay. Now here's another underrated vegetable that we're having in the salad. I'm gonna chop some radishes. Okay. There's no peeling the radishes. Okay. Slice your radish down the middle. Okay. Slice your radish in half again and dice. This is going to give you added color for your salads. Now you don't have to cut it that small. I'm just making a variety of sizes. Now I'm going to do this radish a bit different. We're going to tip the end of this one, Toss that away. And let's just do this one like this. I want to get a variety of sizes so that way the salad is eye appealing. And I'm going to put 5 radishes in here. Now this one, the tip has to be chopped off. And the tail. You can tell if it's got to be by just looking at it. Now I'm going to chop this one down the middle. I want people to be able to enjoy the radishes. 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm going to just put 5 radishes in this. That's going to give that lovely radish color. Plus, tip and hint, radishes also taste good. Now, just to show you, watch. Without even dressing, they're so good. Delicious. And it gives it the added flavor and crunch to the salad. And you want to do this early in the day, so that way the salad has a chance to chill. Okay, let's do the cucumber.
Peel.
I know. We're going to tip the end. And I'm tipping the other end. And I'm going to peel it. I've got to get the other peeler. Hold on, I'm going to have to find it.
Let me see.
I need the good peeler. That's not tough enough to peel that.
Oh, I see what's wrong with it.
That's a cheese slicer.
No, it's a peeler.
Here's my favorite peeler.
The peeler bar looks worn on it.
Here we go. Let's try this one. Well, I got 6 peelers, so I ought to at least get one of them to work. Okay, this one will work.
Really best to peel that anyhow on the table.
You only need one. I only purchased 1 cucumber for this salad. See, I peeled that till it's clean. Okay, now we've got the cucumber clean. Let me clean this up a bit. Okay, put that in the garbage. All right, now, when you've got it, use this one right here. Just slice down. Now that gives some of those whole ones. So let's chop down the middle. You can chop down the middle with these, and then we'll get some half. Remember I told you about a variety of sizes? That makes it appealing. Okay. Okay. Now we've got 2 sizes of cucumbers. Let's go and do a half for this piece again. And see how fast you cut with this beautiful knife? Okay. Now we've got a full rolling boil here. Let's put in our bow tie fighters. They're so cute. And the box is of course recyclable. And it takes 8 to 10 minutes for them to be done. Now we are not, I repeat, not doing any more cooking with the salad, so we have to make sure those are completely done. Now this is a handy little device here, which was a gift from a friend. We're going to cut the baby carrots in it. And again, be very careful with the blade. It's very sharp. So I'm going to put a bunch of baby carrots in it.
You might want to half those.
Now let's
We'll
give it a
see.
try.
Yeah.
Because they're already kind of small. Okay, I'm going to put a bunch of baby carrots in it. Now, you see, this has a stem. It gets locked right in to that. And like this. Now,
You're actually going backwards.
okay.
You should have had a double cutting edge on that blade.
Is it chopping now?
Yeah, it is. That split guard don't even work.
Huh?
See?
Okay, see how quick that is? That was easy. I'm going to chop up some more because I just purchased some big carrots, so I'm just going to use up my baby carrots. Did I get it in there right?
There you go.
Okay, it's locked in.
Yep.
You see, but it took me a long time to hand chop all these baby carrots. But with this handy little device, it takes no time at all.
Well, we accidentally used a spill guard.
Okay. See all them nice.
Go get a proper eating spoon. Yeah, or tap or something. Alright, there you go.
Okay. Now that takes care of all the chopping. And again, do not touch them blades with your hands. It's very sharp. I got cut on it once, so I know. Alright, now that we've got all the chopping done, clear off the table. Let me stir the bow tie fighters. Okay. By the way, that was one package, 12 ounces of bow tie fighters. Now what you want to do is you want to mix up your salad. Okay. You want to get all this mixed up before you put your bow tie fighters, your bow tie pasta in it, because you want to kind of separate everything. Because we really didn't separate them all, we just kind of slapped them all in here. So we've got to get all this mixed up. So that way a person just doesn't get a whole thing of something.
That's called tossing, by the way.
Yeah, I'm tossing the salad.
Something I can't do.
Everything is mixed up nicely. This is the best way to separate up all your little gadgets. Okay. Now, because we're making it quick, and I remind you to do this early in the day because you want this to get nice and chilled, and it's a great thing for people when they get hungry, just to munch on it. Now, I haven't done the tuna fish yet, so we've got to put the 2 cans of tuna fish in here too, which we haven't done yet. But we're getting all this other stuff done first. Okay, now 2 cans of chunk-like tuna. One's in water, one's in vegetable oil. But buy water when you can. I buy both. Let's drain this tuna fish and get that in the salad.
Well, in fairness, when we got it, they did have a slight run on tuna fish. In fact, they only had 20 cans there.
I know, and I took them all. Okay. Let's drain this tuna. Okay. Just one. I love the smell of tuna fresh in the can. It just smells so good and fishy. Because I like fish. Okay. Let's drain the tuna. You have to squeeze it to get every drop of water or oil out, whichever you're using. It's actually healthier. Hard smart to use it in water, but when the store's low on cans, you just get what you can get. Okay, I've drained it out of there. Okay. Now, I want to talk about lid safety. You cannot drain tuna fish good on the side, so you have to beware. These lids are very sharp. I scrape the tuna fish over, and then I empty, scraping every scrap of tuna fish out of there. These cans are recyclable. Now for lid safety, put the lid back in the container. Do not cut yourself. Okay. Alright, there's my 2 cans of tuna fish. Alright, now let's toss the salad again. I know it takes a lot to get a salad really well mixed, but it's well worth it. And take your spoons and, divide up your tuna fish a bit. Okay. Alright, now the next thing we gotta do is do the salad dressing. Do a dressing topping for that. Let's see what we've got in here. Teriyaki green, okay. Ta-da, alright. Time to get another dressing out of the cabinet. And we have a lot of it in here. My hidden Lazy Susan, people. You see it here first. This is my pride and joy. Caesar, nope. Blue cheese or ranch. My family loves ranch, so I think I'll have a ranch. I got all kinds of, you saw I got like 10 containers of different flavors of dressing. But my family, everybody in my family, where I'm making a salad that everybody can enjoy the day.
Oh, you already ripped it off. I was going to show you a little trick to open it easier.
Yeah, well, I like ripping it off. And my whole family, everybody, my brother, my son, everybody loves a ranch. So I'm just gonna put, about a half cup of ranch in it. And then, now you gotta toss it again. This is gonna be able to tell us if we actually have enough ranch in it by looking at it. So if you wanna add a little bit more, go ahead. And if you wanna add less, I add about a half a cup. I just kind of eye it of the ranch. And turn your bowl, toss it. Toss it. Okay. And you can look at it. Is there a good amount on there? I'm gonna get a fork and have a taste. We're gonna be putting more in here because the bow tie fighters is gonna be going in there. But I think I'm gonna test it with a radish. And a little bit more ranch. Because this is a huge salad I'm making.
She's going to need a bigger bowl.
This little bowl here I consider my salad bowl. This is the one I make all my salads in. Okay, now there's plenty of ranch in there now.
No, I keep it out, just in case.
Yeah, when we add the bow tie fighters, if we're gonna add more. Alright, now let's check our pasta. The pasta's been cooking almost the entire time we've been getting all that. Okay. Now how you take it and test it.